excuse me. That's better. I'm very tired. I'm still in my old slouchy and anything but glamorous, but let's see if I can transform myself. I'm going to wait for you all to join me. I need a thorough facial this evening and pamper session, and we are going to do the grease thing, definitely. Hello Terry, hello Rachel. I'm incredibly tired today, incredibly tired. I've had a very tiring week. As you know, my poor sister's still in hospital, so I've been visiting her mostly every day, but every other day. Hello there Emma, hello there Bridget. So my skin's looking dull, I'm feeling tired, but let's see what I can do to brighten myself up. Now, what do I reach for when I'm tired? Good question, because I thought I'd actually put it down in front of me. Where are you? I reach for an instant look in a palette, but I also have this new Victoria Beckham lid lustre in Starlight. So I'm hoping the two will work together. I wanted to try this on because I haven't had a chance to try it on. Yes, it will work with Starlight. That's good. Gorgeous glowing beauty. She's on the mend. They're talking about possibly discharging her tomorrow. But she's been in a long time and I've been very worried about her. And juggling going to see her. They only allow you to have one regular visitor all the time. Like, you can't swap visitors. She's managed today to get her daughter to visit by telling them I'm disabled and come on, take the pressure off me, kind of thing. You can't wait to see that eyeshadow. That's why I thought I'll do it, and it's easy to put on. So I'm sorry I'm not exactly looking like your glamour guru today. I'm looking tired, and I need a good go at my teeth as well, so don't look at my teeth. I need to de-stain badly. Hello, Lisa. So do you know what? I thought I've got my Trinny. I'm going to do a bit of Trinny now. Has anyone heard today there's a big launch at Trinny? There's a big launch, and I'm very tempted. I've been resisting a lot of her skincare because I've got so much to use up. But I'm very tempted. She has bought out. Thank you. Thank you, Emma. Yes, what a good point. Emma said my eyeshadow will look really good with my teal top. She's fine. She's struggling. She's been very poorly, bless her. I'm just going to put some Trinny BFF cream on while I'm talking to you. And it's going to be a long road to recovery yet. She didn't have COVID, by the way, to those asking, although I think the doctors are suspecting has she had it. She's not got it now, but she's had a lot of breathing issues. And she wanted me to say, apart from thanking you all for your very best wishes, she wanted me to convey again to you all the importance of getting a pulse oximeter. She's been telling everyone, embarrassing me on the ward, telling all the doctors and nurses how I saved her that day. For those of you that don't know, I just happened to ring my sister. I wasn't actually going to be here, and I happened to ring her for a bit of a moan, and I noticed that she was looking very pale. She hadn't been well beforehand. she'd had a chest infection, and she'd been put on antibiotics the day before. And I asked her to go and get the pulse oximeter. And I said, just do me a favour, just put it on your finger. And her blood oxygen was 89, which is very, I mean, that's go to hospital time. And I rang 111 for her, and they sent an ambulance. And she's been in hospital for over a week on oxygen. So it's definitely something. Now, she'd had an appointment the day before. The reason she wants me to talk about this, and I'm being careful not to go into detail about her condition because that's her personal stuff, but the reason she wanted me to talk to you all about this is because we all know right now, sorry, I'm going to come to your comments. We all know right now that ever since COVID, thank you. Ever since COVID, doctors are not doing face-to-face appointments. Or they're doing very few. So a lot of what they're doing is doing consultations on the phone. And that's what happened to my sister the day before she went into hospital. The doctor was asking her symptoms and he gave her antibiotics. Now, had he seen her face to face, I'd like to believe that he'd realise it was a little bit more serious, but he didn't. And the reason that my sister wants me to share again about getting a pulse oximeter is because if you're having issues like that going on, it is something that you can do at home and you can convey over the phone. And if her GP had known that her blood oxygen was 89, he would have told her to go straight to hospital. He'd have probably called an ambulance himself. But he didn't. And as I say, she's been on oxygen all week. And she's had intravenous antibiotics, like 2 lots, and oral, and everything else chucked at her. And she's still poorly. So, you know, it's just another thing. I'm just putting on some BFF de-stress. I think it's easy to put on and it does make my skin start to glow a little bit. I'm going to talk to you about Trinny. Sorry, I skipped talking to you about Trinny. So it's just something that you can say over the phone. I've just done my blood oxygen and it's this. Gives doctors a bit more information. And it saved my sister big time. Because she was just going to go and sleep it off. And hope that the antibiotics that she was on were going to work. Yes, now, Nina's got me back on track. Trinny's bought out a vitamin C today. And I'm very tempted to purchase. Although it's £65. And I have got some Medic 8 vitamin C, which I'm about halfway through. But I'm very tempted. It's looking very good. I've resisted all her other skincare up to now because I've got so much to use. Oh, my skin's still looking dull. I definitely need to give it a good blitz this evening. It is expensive. But I do think that Trinny knows her stuff when it comes to skincare. Perhaps not as much as, well, definitely not as much as Sam Bunting. But, right, I'm just going to look at all your comments and say hello. So we've got Emma. Hello, Emma. Hello, Bridget. Hello, Rachel. Hello, Terry. You can't wait to see the eyeshadow, says Bridget. It's coming. Hello, Lisa. Hello, Shahina. Pam's Opinion. Hello. Hello, Nina. Oh, thank you. Prayers for Lucy. £65 for vitamin C. I know. But you know, with vitamin C, there's all different types of vitamin C. And you know that I've tried expensive, I've tried middle of the range, and I've tried budget. I think if you don't have irritated skin, you can get away with budget because pure ascorbic acid is quite cheap and cheerful, but it can be irritating. So it just depends. I'm tempted because of the vitamin C that she's using, and which is more expensive, but it's also more stable. We'll see. Anyway, that is the Trinny BFF, because I definitely need some good sunscreen. It depends on the percentage. It's 30%. Shahina. It's 30% vitamin C. But it also depends on the percentage and the type of vitamin C. Vitamin C is such a subject in itself. It is high, but she's got it in a version that is not going to be as irritating for sensitive skin. That's what I mean about types of vitamin C. There's all different types. Anyway, if you want to know more about the product, Trinny is putting out, obviously, because today is launch day, she's putting out a lot of videos. And I was watching her live this morning. I must tell you this. I definitely need more concealer. I was watching her live this morning, and she said she's got a pop-up store in Colchester, which is where I'm at. So I may, if I get time and my sister gets discharged, I may do you a video from the pop-up Trinny store in Colchester. We shall see. I can't promise anything at the moment. There's just too much going on. I was going to use Magic Away, but I can't get the lid off. So, sorry, Charlotte, I'm not using you. And that's why I don't use Magic Away, is because it's too much of a faff getting the lid off. Right. Let's see what else I have here. I definitely need some concealer. And I need it to be nearby. I'm trying to conserve. I'm trying to pace as much as I can today. I know what I've got nearby. If I haven't got it here. I know what I've got nearby. Good old Aldi. Good old Aldi. And we shall go with sort of dark and medium mixed together. That's what we will do. I did have a massive clear up of my table. So, I haven't got everything around me that I need. Hello, Robin. Look at the ingredients list first. Yes. Vitamin C is, I started to look at research vitamin C, and it is such an in-depth topic because there's so many different types. And some are more stable, but they're not as readily absorbed. Some are very unstable, very cheap and very concentrated. It really just depends on so many factors about what you need. And as I say, the one I'm using at the moment, but I haven't used it the last couple of days, is the one by Medicate. Now, I'm going to put a mixture of dark and medium of this is the Aldi Lacura one that is like Shape Tape. Oh, you're not very well, Emma. And you got the Tom Ford quads. Yes, lowest percentage first and work your way up. And also, you might not need to be on the highest percentage necessarily. You might not have pigmentation issues. It is a whole topic in itself. And it really, I mean, a dermatologist would probably end up doing a 2-hour video, and I am not a dermatologist. As I say, go and check out, she's doing a lot of lives today and a lot of posts, Trinny, so she can talk about what type it is and how it differs from others. And I know obviously she'll be selling it, but you can get some information. Yeah, that's working. I'm going to put a bit of the medium. Oh, you're in bed with a virus. Oh, rest up. I don't have the energy to even, this is my lounge suit from Peacocks. My sister got it me. It's really comfortable. And it's great because I can wear it in bed. And in the morning, if I can't move around very quickly, I can get away with dropping Jack off at school in it. And no one thinks I'm in my pyjamas. So I'm taking the advice of my pain consultant today. I'm pacing big time. Right, I'm just doing another mix up there, just to give me a little bit more coverage than the Trinny BFF. Of course, I could have used her just a touch. Didn't think of that. Now the light one, well, it's not light. It's actually medium, but it's still quite light. Let me show you the light one. I'll put the light one on my eyelids. Well, I'm going to post a link, Emma. She said she wished she had an oximeter yesterday. I'm going to post the link again at my sister's request. Again, I'm not on commission. You know I'm not. And I just picked one that is reasonably priced. They've got an offer on at the moment. I actually got another one. I ordered the one that I recommended to you guys because I thought I'm going to have a spare. And they've got an offer on at the moment that if you buy an oximeter from them, this is MediSave, you can get a case for it for half price, and the case is £7.99 excluding VAT, but it's half price. Right, this is the light Aldi concealer. As you can see, it's very light. Look at that. But it's very good to use as an eyeshadow base. I managed to get all three. I tell you what, I didn't actually manage to get all three. But I was kindly sent the light one. And I'm going to sound terrible now. I've forgotten who sent it me. Was it Nina? I think it was Nina. I'm really sorry if it wasn't, and I've forgotten who sent it me, because it was a while ago now. Someone sent me the light, because they had it in their store. Yeah, you can get it from Amazon. The only reason I don't recommend Amazon for medical stuff is you can be lucky and get a good deal and one that works, or you can get something that's cheaply made and it breaks. So that's why I recommended, if you're in the UK, MediSave, because they supply the NHS. I also recommend an FFP3 mask. If you put on Google FFP3. They're recommending that on my COVID app at the moment, and it's what they've got available when I go and visit my sister in the hospital. I actually find them more comfortable than the other masks, and they offer more protection both for you and for the person you're around. They're a bit more expensive, but you can reuse them. I reuse mine. And of course, I was getting mine free from the hospital. But you can get 3 for about a tenner on Amazon. Right, can you see that makes kind of a good eye base, just to even out your complexion. Right, you ready to look at this Victoria Beckham? I haven't put it on yet. And my eye's going to start watering again. Here we go. Now that's just me pressing my eye that's done that. My mum was exactly the same. I was all right when I was younger. But I remember doing my mum up for my sister's wedding, and she probably was about, it's weird to think, but she was probably about 5 years older than I am now. And I remember every time I touched her eye started streaming. Right, this is the new shade in Starlight. And I did a swatch. I did a little swatch video on YouTube, and I just put up the swatch this morning on Instagram. When I remember to do it on YouTube, I forget Instagram. I'm just going to put it on with my fingers. Why give yourself work when you don't need to? Oh, that eye is going to water now. Stop it. Stop. Pretty, eh? Very pretty. I'm just going to take it up. I don't normally take it up too high, shimmer, because of my hooded lids, but I'm just going to blend it upwards for today, because I can always put some matte from the Instant Look in a palette. This would be really nice with a red lip as well. Really nice, simple look if you want to do a red lip. Hello, Rebecca. I'm just trying out my new Starlight lid lustre. And I know you did a video on that, didn't you? It was you that sent the thank you, Nina. It was you that sent me the light one of these. The postage puts you off. The postage, I think she's got a UK site now, because it doesn't take as long to come. The postage is only expensive if you order expedited, I think. I can't remember how much the postage. If you spend, I was getting one for my sister as well as a present. I can't remember what the postage is now. It is, yeah. Rebecca, don't worry. I had to think what day it was too. So Rebecca's saying, I just had to remember it was Thursday. Right, have I missed anyone? Don't want to miss anyone. I'm going to have a little sip of... I'm incredibly tired, folks, because I've been doing the drive to my sister. My sister's in Basildon. hospital. So the drive there back and forward sort of takes me an hour to get there and an hour to get back. So it's, you know, it gets... And then yesterday I was in there visiting my sister, and obviously Jack was coming home from school. So I said, whatever you do, don't get into fights, don't get detentions, please. You know, sod's law, it's going to happen. I'm going to get a call when I'm an hour away. And I said, just don't do anything, don't get into trouble. No, Mum, no, I won't. Then he called, he said he was at home. I said, thank you. He said, I've brought my friend round. I said, that's all right. He said, is it all right if we order, the Batman's just out on Sky. Can we order that? I thought, yeah, that's great. Because his friend is a little bit excitable. He's got autism. He's a lovely, polite boy, but he can get a bit excitable. So I thought, yeah, they can order a movie. They can sit and watch a movie. They can't get into trouble then, can they? How naive I am. So the next thing, I get a text from my neighbour. Hi, Ali, just texting. Are you okay? Because I can hear a really loud commotion coming from yours. Not complaining, just want to check that you're okay. Oh, no. I said, no, I'm actually visiting my sister. It must be Jack. I'm going to give him a call. Very sorry. I rang up and they were watching the film and they were getting excited and screaming at the set. Can't leave them for 5 minutes. So I scared him. I scared him a little bit into keeping quiet. I said, right, I said, Jack, you know, it's not illegal to leave you on your own at your age. But I said, it's not recommended for long periods of time. I said, and now, thanks to that, our neighbour knows that you're on your own. So I said, please keep the noise down or else social services will be round next. I'm not leaving him again. You'll have to come with me. If my sister's discharged, you'll have to come with me. Right, I'm going to use Gorgeous Glowing Beauty. Just because it's an instant look in a palette means I don't have to pick up too many other things. And I'm going to put, actually this might work really well because the matte in this palette is burgundy. And burgundy and gold look lovely together. So let's try that. Sorry about this very watery eye. There was no point doing all that concealer because I've just washed it off. Oh yes, burgundy and gold. Very nice indeed. I keep having to remind myself to hold my brush further down. You know, guys, just repeating what I've said before in the past. It's better to hold your brush here than here. Because if you hold it here, you put too much pressure. When you put on too much pressure, you're basically not able to blend as well. So you're better holding it at the end because then it will blend. Your eyeshadow will blend better. Oh, thank you, Maria. It's just frustrating, my eye. She said, Maria says, don't apologise about your eye. It's frustrating. You get all your concealer on and you think, right, that's looking good. On to the next bit. And then your eyes water and it all washes off. And that was a little tip, by the way, that I learned when I did my makeup training, stage makeup training. It was always hold your brush at the end and then you can blend. There you go. There's my new catchphrase. Hold your blush at the end and you can blend. Brush end for blend. See how burgundy and gold works really well together. And then if you want to have a bit more intensity in the corner, then hold it right here and dab. See? I have been filming in portions this Chris Watts true crime thing that I'm going to do. It's going to be a long video. It's not going to be one that I edit and do little bits. And it's just going to be it's not going to be a one-off. I think it's going to be a two-part. A two-off video about the Chris Watts case. So if you're interested in that case, the true crime case of Chris Watts, then I will let you know when it's coming up. But it's just a little sideline thing. I thought of putting makeup on while I'm doing it, but somehow that, I don't know, it just doesn't feel right talking about murders while I'm putting on makeup. So if you're interested in that case, I'm coming at it. I'm going to be coming at it from more of a kind of psychological point of view than looking at theories about what happened and all of that. But I'm going to be coming at it from a psychological point of view. I'm really liking that burgundy and gold. Really liking that. And actually, it's really bizarre because just before I came on, I thought, quick, I've got to pick up stuff and I'm tired. What am I going to... And I picked up the new Pillow Talk mascara, which is also a little bit burgundy, which is going to work really nicely with it. Right, I'm going to take this burgundy and I'm going to take it underneath. Now, the Pillow Talk eyeliner would also work well with this look, or you might want to do, the fact that I'm using the coloured mascara, I might go for a black eyeliner. And then I'm going to use the highlighter in here just to highlight under my brow. Oh, Rachel, you'll look forward to that, will you? Is there any other true crimers on here? Who else is into true crime? Oh, Emma's adopted. Sorry, I'm a bit late to this. Terry said it's never boring with Jack around. You're right there, Terry. Emma's adopted a little baby boy, Marley. Oh, that's really lovely. Shahina wants to know which organisation you adopted through. So do I. For when we finally move, because we're getting one. Maria's watched a documentary about that recently. Good. Because the thing is, when I talk about it, I'm not going to be able to do a big recap about the case. I want to get into the kind of psychology around it. So it is helpful if you brought yourself up to speed by looking at the documentary about that, you know a little bit about the case before you listen to me. And I'm going to switch the adverts off, and I'm also going to hold all comments for review. because if you've watched anything going on YouTube about this case, it's got a little bit, there's a lot, it's very emotive at the moment, and I know you guys will be really kind, but I'm going to hold all my comments for review, just in case there's a few rude people around. And we get them, don't we, Rebecca, every now and again. I got one last week when I did a YouTube short for the first time, just telling you all I wasn't doing my live on Wednesday. I was going to do it on Thursday. And someone put, I don't care. Fair enough. Then why did you comment? I just delete it. Right. I'm going to do the brow tattoo from Avon. I think maybe YouTube shorts go out in a different way. They get suggested by to people that actually aren't necessarily following you and whatever. So I'm not going to do that again unless it's actually about makeup or doing a quick makeup look. It just doesn't seem to be the right thing to update people who watch me. It's better to just do a quick video rather than a short. Do you know what? I had a go at that yesterday. And Mick said to me, why don't you just pluck it out? Because you go with your zuzza. You know, this little hair that comes out of my... You go in with your zhuzha and it's back a day later. Just pluck it out, will you, girl? This, by the way, is brilliant. I love this. This is Avon Brow Tattoo by Mark, and it's about £6 on Avon. I think the full price is £9, but it's often on offer for £6. And it's one of those with the little 3 prongs. But a lot of those ones that are available, you get them, and the minute you do that, it stops flowing. So you have to, no, the minute you do that, it stops flowing because you're holding it that way. But this one doesn't, and it's great. You can do your brows in seconds with it. So of all of these little 3-prong thingamajiggies, this is the one I'd recommend the most, and it's really affordable. Look. It looks like nothing when you do that, but it really is very good and really simple. You've been putting things into carts all morning. Emma, I've been doing that just to take my mind off things. I've got so many full carts that I'm never going to actually check out from. Oh, Rebecca's got another... You watch some true crime, Terry. Terry watches it. Robin, I am. She will adapt. She really will. Poor Phoebe. Oh, hang on. What's this? Oh. All right, the cat. Those are good eye colours for you, Ali. Thank you, Terry. I like burgundy. I like gold. I have another case I was meaning to send you, Ali. A missing woman, thought it would capture your interest. Yes, thank you, Rebecca. Do. I watched a 6-week series called The Thing About Pam. Creepy lady main character. Just ended in the US last week. Well, you never know. If this is successful when I do the 2, then I might start a little sideline. We shall see. But coming at it from my experience of working in mental health, rather than playing amateur detective or trying to solve it or anything, but coming at it from a psychological point of view, because that does interest me. That's why I'm interested in it. Right. When will I learn to have some tissues by me? Excuse me a second. I have another disposable mask. I'm just going to wipe my nose off camera. Right. Pillow talk. Oh no, I want to put on the black eyeliner first. Black eyeliner. Black eyeliner. This'll do. But is it black? No, it's brown. Boo. Come on, I want a black one. That's just what I need. My La Roche Posay one. With my watering eye. This is the one that is called Toleriane, and it's very good for sensitive eyes. And even more than the formula, you don't have to press hard to get a really black line. Look, almost tickling the skin. So therefore, it's the pressure with me on the eye that starts it going. So easy, this. If you've got sensitive eyes, I definitely recommend this. La Roche Posay Toleriane, and it is the allergy tested eyeliner in black. Like the Feline Flick, but a lot wetter and just a lot more gentle on the eyes. Right. Now what I can do with a liquid eyeliner is just dot it between the lashes underneath. Now I don't think that's going to work this side because it's too watery, but I'll give it a go. And I'll have weeks that this one waters, then it'll calm down, then this one starts. Right, pillow talk. Let's have a little break for a minute. You never know what's going on behind closed doors, but difficult when in the public domain. Yes. There's a Depp and Heard case all over YouTube right now. Oh, I haven't seen that one. You watched it after I mentioned it last week. Of course, the other case that was doing the rounds on YouTube a lot was the case of the blogger, or the vlogger, and her boyfriend that went missing. She went missing, and then he was found dead after being the chief suspect. So I'm now using the Pillow Talk, the new shade. What do people think of this? Has anyone else got it? And what do they think of it? This is the shade Dream Pop. I was quite surprised that I could see the colour on my lashes. Because normally, with a shade like this, because my lashes are virtually black, you can't actually notice the colour. I don't think it's quite as curling as the black one. I think there's something slightly stiffer in the black formula. Oh, domestic violence can definitely be inflicted by women onto men. Of course it can. Yeah, both ways. And not as recognised either, which... And what's also, with the Chris Watts thing that I'm going to talk about, a lot of people... I mean, I think this is terrible, but a lot of people were sort of criticising his victim, i.e. his wife, and how she lived her life on social media, and saying really, you know, hurtful things that hurt the family. And actually, that's going to be part of my theory, because I don't think it was like that at all. Like, there's a theory that he kind of was welling up anger inside and it towards her, and it all just spewed out. And I don't think that was the case at all. But I will talk about that on my other video. Do you remember when I talked to you all about the Golden State Killer? That was the other one that fascinated me. How someone can go on a killing spree. I think that's the cases that get me, is like he'd been on a killing spree for 2 decades and then he stopped when DNA came around, you know, that people were able to track DNA. He just stopped and became this upstanding citizen that nobody would have suspected. Oh, I'm liking that. I'm liking that a lot. So the gold with the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk Mascara, which is burgundy. And then just to break it up so it's not just gold, burgundy, in between a bit of black liner. I'm liking that. Hello, Stacey. You're just finishing work. You'll watch as soon as you're home. Would I recommend the new lid lustre? Yeah, I like all her lid lustres. It's whether or not you like the colour. See for yourself. Right. It certainly wears well, doesn't it? Look, it's not creased on me. I think her lid lustre's a good formula. So it's just whether you like the new colour. Whether you like gold. Excuse me. Just, Right. Next. I am going to use... So I'm using Gorgeous Glowing Beauty, which it looks like... Where's the box? I was going to cover the mirror. Oh, I'll just use my Victoria Beckham bag. There you go. So it's that one. I think a green lid lustre next. Oh, that would be nice, wouldn't it? Yes. Yes. I'm surprised, actually, because she's brought out a lot of gold hues. It's surprising she hasn't done that. Now, I'm going to use this as a bronzer now. This one. And Gorgeous Glowing Beauty has got a bronzer that's a bit darker. Some of them, like Smoky Eye Beauty, the bronzer's quite pale. And I definitely need a bit of a darker bronzer today. I need a bit of colour. This is where I don't have to tap off the bronzer. I just need to swipe and being careful not to get too near. Oh, it's actually lower down than I thought. My patch. I thought my patch was up here this week. I have to move my patch around. Otherwise it won't absorb. I thought I'd put it higher than that. I'm addicted to that story. Let me know. It's affected me as much as the James Bulger story. Oh, yes. Yeah, that one affected me too. They used it on you at Oh, hang on. They used it on me at the CT headquarters and I didn't like it as I like big, full, prominent eyes. We should be due a new eye brick too. Yes. So what, they use the Pillow Talk mascara? The clever thing is that it's, because it's of the colour, it's a contrast. Be very good actually this with green eyes. Because green is the opposite to blue on the wheel. Is it green that's opposite to blue? Yes. Yes, it is. I had to think. No, green is the opposite to red. Yeah, green is opposite to red. Why did I say blue? Green is opposite to red on the colour wheel. So it would go really nicely with green eyes. Yes. I don't know why I said blue for a minute. But yes, green. So, now you can sort of get away with using this as a, but I wouldn't because it's got too much, it's too warm to use as a contour. Some of them, like the one that's in Smoky Eye Beauty, is a lot cooler bronzer, and that would work better as a, I'm saying that because last week a lot of people sent comments saying, thank you for your video about the difference between bronzer and sculptor. And a lot of you seem to want to know and seem to find that helpful. So that's why I'm kind of recapping that. Now I'm going to put some highlighter on. I don't know why I'm doing that before my blush, but never mind. Now this blush and highlighter reminds me a little bit of the Pillow Talk one. It's not the same, but it reminds me of it because this one is almost a highlighter in itself, and this one is a very pinky Pillow Talk thing. So it just reminds me of the Pillow Talk highlighter. Right, I'm just going to smush these together rather than put them on at the same time. And then we need a lipstick. I did not bring any lipsticks to the side. Let me have another drink of my coffee while I look at my comments. I do have some lipsticks near me, but will they work? If not, I shall get up. And I definitely need a grease night in beauty school. I haven't forgotten about that idea. I need it. You guys want it. So it's going to be happening soon. And I'll give you plenty of notice. Right, I'm just going to bend over here and see what I've got lipstick wise near to me. All right. Haha, just the one I actually wanted. I know I've used this recently, but it will work really well with this look. Pillow Talk Intense. I haven't got a lip liner, but there you go. Not nearby. Of course, I've got plenty of lip liners, but not nearby. So I'm just going to put Pillow Talk Intense on. I think I'm going to have to do a top 10 Charlotte Tilbury lipstick video, because this would be in it. It's so creamy. And my lips, as you could probably see, were really dry. This works really well as a bit of a pop of blush as well. There we are. Now I'm looking to see if I've got some spray, because that's what I could do with. You love a ranking video. Okay, and that'll be on my little list. Where's my spray? I've got my spray. Yay! I'm rhyming everything today. Oh, that feels nice. I always go over the top with spray because I just love the feel of it. Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless. And then I just let it sink in. Even though it's going to be wet, my face is going to be wet. When it dries down, it's so nice. And then now that I've done that, I'm just going to finish off by doing a little bit more concealer, especially around here where it washed off, in the hope that I'm going to mix it here instead, so that I'm really lightly patting around that area. I don't want light. I want medium and dark, please. That's the dark one. Just mixing it on the back of my hand. And then I'm going to tap really lightly, so that I don't actually trigger it to start watering again. It's the pressure that starts it watering rather than the product. And it's also really great, as you know, doing that at the end for lifting the eye look. Just looks cleaner. Can you see how that lifts that eye? And if I do it that side, just clean up. This one I can pat a bit heavier without without making it water. It just lifts the eye. I didn't put on any powder today, but I really don't need it because my skin is a little bit dehydrated. I probably could do with a bit there, but I'm just going to leave it because my skin is dry today. It needs some TLC later on. And I'm going to go off camera again and do another little nosy wipe. And that is my look, everyone. I don't know what's going on with my hairband, but there we go. So, I'm reading your comments. Good morning from South Carolina. Hello, Nina G. Tired also, getting my coffee. Beautiful palette. Love those colours. Well, the main ingredient to this look, if you've only just joined, was the new Victoria Beckham lid lustre. This is it. So on my lids, I wanted to try it out. And this is the new lid lustre in Starlight. And then what I did, I'll just recap what I used. So that's the lid lustre in Starlight. Then let me just do a quick swatch on my hand. For those of you considering purchasing and want to have another look at the swatch, you can also look at my swatch on Instagram. And I've done a little video on here, just swatching it. So that is it. And then what I did is I went in with, I don't think you can get this anymore. Can you? Come on, Charlotte Tilbury fans, tell me, can you get Gorgeous Glowing Beauty anymore? I don't think you can. But basically you would need a burgundy colour. The one I used is Gorgeous Glowing Beauty Instant Look in a palette. And I didn't use these two colours. I just used the matte one there, the burgundy, because burgundy goes really well with gold. And then I used that to highlight under my brows. I use this as blush. I use this as bronzer. And I then used some black liquid eyeliner. And because my eyes are sensitive today, I used the La Roche-Posay Toleriane eyeliner, which is a liquid eyeliner on a brush. And it's very good if you have sensitive eyes. You also don't have to press hard, which is, as I said, it's the pressing for me that starts my eyes watering. You can see now my eyes not watering because I was really lightly tapping that concealer on. And then I used the new Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk Mascara, which this is the box. I haven't got rid of the box yet, so you can see what it looks like. And that is in the shade Dream Pop. So it's got a little bit of a burgundy look to it. I would say if you're going to use this, just my own opinion, I mean, makeup's makeup, you do what you want. I would tend to go for a black eyeliner if you're using this. Or if you don't want to use this, go for a black mascara and then use the Pillow Talk eyeliner. But don't do both, because then it's just too red and you need to kind of frame the look somehow. So either frame it with black lashes or frame it with a black eyeliner. That's my opinion. You can do both if you want. It's only makeup. And then I used on my lips one of my favourite Charlotte Tilbury lipsticks, which is Pillow Talk Intense. It's a kissing formula and it's one of her creamiest lipsticks. I don't think all her kissing formulas are the same. Some are creamier than others, and I would say that this particular lipstick is the creamiest one of all. Can you see? Look how creamy that looks. I'm going to swatch that. Now, if you think, I like the formula, I like the look, but it's going to be too dark for me, and you want to get it, just put it over the top of one of the lighter Pillow Talk lip liners. So you could put the original Pillow Talk lip liner and put it over the entire lip and then put this on, and that will lighten it up. And you'll get the best of both worlds that way. So even if it's a bit too dark for you, I definitely recommend this to anyone. You can lighten it up by just putting a lighter pillow, or you could put Pillow Talk medium lip liner underneath. But this one is one of my top. I'd say that's in my top 5. I haven't done the top video yet, but and then I finished off by using this airbrush flawless setting spray. So thank you all again for joining me, and I hope to see you sometime. I'm going to put another video out. I just don't know what's happening with my sister yet, and that's taking up a large part of the day, which of course it has to. She has to come first. But watch this space, and also I will be doing, I've done a large part of the video on the Chris Watts, and I will give you all advance notice on community when I'm ready to go on YouTube with that. Don't forget to like the live, ladies. I hope I haven't missed any comments. Oh, hello, Helen. Oh, what a gorgeous colour. Thank you. Thank you, Terry. Beautiful makeup today. Take care, everyone. Don't forget to like. And if you've got any friends that haven't subscribed already, please tell them about my channel. Love you all. Mwah!